Yes, people, and welcome back to United State of Mind. You know who it is. It's Culture Cams. I'm joined today with Liaz, of course. And we got a special guest in the building, my brother HP. I'll let you do your own intro, man. I'll let you know that you're the intro man.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for the introduction. It's your boy H Black the Source, of course, H Pizzle. And obviously United means everything to me. My heart is actually half organ, half United emblem, if you know and you know. And for me right now, United state of mind. My state of mind is United based. So it's only right I come here and speak my mind, you know what I'm saying? But I let you guys set the pace. I'm just here to I might just interrupt and start shouting crud. So
don't worry, we'll ask you enough questions, man. Don't worry. But guys, first and foremost, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. That's the important thing. Share, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on. This is where all the content is going to be living on. Of course, Manchester United 2, Sheriff 0. Now, listen, I ain't too proud to be talking about Sheriff games, yeah, but we've been humbled. We've been humbled, so here we are now. Obviously, we lost to Sociedad. What do you think about the performance? And we'll talk more about United in a broad range, because I want to see your thoughts on United anyway. But what do you think about that performance? We just say it's one of those ones, professional ones?
Yeah, I think for us, like previously, those are the type of games that we would lose really, really badly. It would be a headline about how Man United wasn't able to control the game against a much weaker opposition than what we are used to facing, innit? So I think for me, the positives I can take from that is that we got the job done. We didn't concede. We didn't really look like, we was going to be breached. You know what I mean? I think for me, what I wasn't proud of is that some of the players which we brought in, like Anthony, even Casemiro's little appearance, I don't think that they really took the game by the scruff, with real control and conviction. Those are the games that Anthony's supposed to be going past players and trying new things that probably wouldn't work in the Premier League. So for me, I think those games, we need to use those games as much as we can, because the Premier League is a different ball game, isn't it? But there's positives. Like I said, we won, especially from losing to Sociedad, which again, I think we should have won that as well. And it was a stronger team as well. So I guess with the addition of Martial coming back, God willing, and other players who are in the starting lineup, I think we're stronger. And I think it's just the best. It's the best for us to just keep playing, especially with what's happening.
Brick by brick, man. It's literally a brick by brick situation, bro. Brick upon brick, literally, bro. So what you're saying actually is what I wanted to actually touch on a little bit, because look, we won 2-0, good win, but I want to touch on a few individuals. Obviously, Anthony, you touched on him quickly. Anthony's come in, big money. Obviously, he got his goal. We look at him as a player. What do you actually think of him as a player, first and foremost, and what do you think he can offer us?
I think he's very exciting. I think the talent is 100% there. I think, we've seen clips of him, when he's been at Ajax and whatnot. This is a whole different ball game, and I think the fact that we've spent so much on him, the fact that we've obviously it's something that has lasted towards the end of the transfer window as well. There's going to be a lot of eyes on him, innit? But me as a fan, and the way we are playing in terms of getting results, I feel like he's not going to the light won't really be on him if we are winning games. I think the more games we win, the more that he has a chance to actually prove himself and kind of add and like even an assist a game can help. But when you don't offer nothing in a game, those are the things that they judge you by, innit? But it's one of those things that's based on what you do in the game. So I wasn't really too convinced with him in the Arsenal game, to be honest, bar the goal. But for me, I think that there's room for improvement, innit? It's a long season, so we'll see how it goes. But for now, he's done okay, but I'm expecting better.
Yeah, it's the same thing that we talk about all the time with the Jack Grealish and Jadon Sancho situation. With Grealish is winning games, his team is winning games, so maybe people are not talking about him as much as they will for a Sancho. But that's the situation we want Anthony to be in. Win games and let him figure it out. Don't start losing and all of a sudden it's that hero complex where he has to start winning us all the games. Liaz, of course, everyone in the comments is talking about the one and only Jadon Sancho for getting on the score sheet. And this guy, I don't know if you saw, he went viral just recently. Digging out Sancho, innit? Digging out Sancho. So,
yeah. back up.
what are you saying, Liaz, man?
I mean, look, he played a lot better today, but I think similar to what HP just said about Anthony, I kind of have the same concerns about Sancho. And like we talked about in the last live stream, my biggest question is, can you play the two of them on either wing when neither of them are really like explosive? They're not going to burst past their fullback. You look at Rashford, that's in his game. Sancho, not once in my criticism that I talk about his composure, his ability in front of goal. I think his composure is actually one of his best attributes. He sat down. The goal against Liverpool was very, very similar to the one he scored today. You can't really complain about Sancho today. I mean, like I said in that video, he doesn't really have bad games. I think he has very quiet games where he really struggles to impact the game. But I thought today he was one of United's stronger performers. I would look at Anthony on the other side, and I kind of hold those same concerns. Again, for the amount of money that we're paying, is a game where you're really struggling to beat your fullback, completing a good amount of passes, but really struggling to put your mark offensively in a game. Does that justify the amount of money you pay on a player? But look, I mean, United, it's a very comfortable win today. That's probably the most comfortable performance they're going to have all season. So you can't really look at any single player in particular and dig them out. But yeah.
Obviously, I know, Harry, you actually got a personal relationship with Sancho, of course. Obviously, but I know you're very fair. You're not one of them ones that just because they're your friend, you'll say whatever. What do you think about what have you seen so far from Sancho that we can be encouraged on? And what do you think that maybe the issues have been since he's been at Man United? Like, why do you think he's been?
Personally, like you said, like I don't really care about friendships and stuff when it comes to football. Remember, this is my team. I love this club more than anything, innit? But for me, I think with Sancho, the issue I found with him last season was the way we know Sancho to play in terms of like running in behind defenders, like taking them on, having someone to pass the ball to who's going to pass it back and understanding football. I think Sancho has a very high football IQ, and I think the way we was playing last season didn't complement that. I think this season we've got Ten Hag, who is a very forward-thinking manager who wants to be on the front foot all the time, who you can see by how we've played this season, we create chances under him. And I think now we're seeing that with the goals that he's got. He's got, I think, 3 or 4 goals, a few assists now. Yeah, so for me, it's better than what he's done last season. And we're only 10 games into the whole season in terms of everything, every game we play. So I can see that he's going to build as much more than he did last season. And I think a big part of it is the fact that we're winning games. You can't build on losses. It's hard.
It's true.
I can on that. The fact that we're winning, you're now starting to see players like Ronaldo, who was our focal point last season. He can't even get into the starting lineup. So that shows that something's working in it. And I think like a lot of the fans, they worry much about like, oh, Sancho hasn't scored this goal and that goal. But it's more about, look, we weren't winning games. We're now winning them. That's the main thing for us. We win, and then the performances start getting better. And I think we're going to see that a lot with Sancho, provided that the team play into the strengths that we can in it, because he's our focal point. Like him, Rashford, and hopefully Martial will be the leading line for me. So I'm happy with Sancho so far.
You know what? I think the thing that Ten Hag has done, that's the most of all of our players, is the discipline. And when I say discipline, it's you see in McTominay, bro. How long, bro? We said he can never play 6.
Night and day, man.
We said that every single time McTominay played. We'll say he can't pick up the ball off the back 4. He runs around. He's not somebody that is able to sit. But all of a sudden, Ten Hag comes in. He makes him. He's able to play in the 6 role. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to bench Casemiro forever, because ideally we want Casemiro in the team. But all of a sudden, you can sit here and say, okay, he can be a decent squad player. You know what I mean? He can be there and he can be reliable. You look at the back 4, and I even think in the attack, yes, okay, it might not be pulling off all the time for Anthony, Sancho, Rashford, etc. But there's so much more discipline and understanding with what they're trying to do. And in the end, all it is sometimes that lets them down might be a little bit of the quality or the touch or whatever, but that's going to come. I think the discipline that he's added into the team has made us so different. And I know people are going to say it's only Sheriff today, but I'm talking about the games before that. And bro, I'm confident against City, you know.
Bro.
I'm confident.
Guys, I just want to let you know, I literally need to be there downstairs in 2 minutes. I'm not leaving this though, by the way, because we're going to come back to City.
Yeah.
By the way, you know, like every 5 minutes, I start getting more gassed in it. So I'm going to start saying some mad things in it. So
chill up.
So honestly, like one performance as well that I want to touch on. Guys, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments who impressed you the most tonight. Because there's a couple players that impressed me.
I'll tell you this shit for free, bro.
But you see the passing ability of Eriksen.
Yes, sir.
I want to hear I'm gonna get HP's views on that. But
yeah, hold on, I'm back. Wait, hold on.
Okay, bro. Eriksen, I need you to expand on Eriksen because the way he's come into the team has been mad. Like, listen, I was saying when we got him for free, I said this is potentially it's going to potentially be the signing of the season. And Eriksen,
no. Just to cut you off, Cams, he is the signing of the season. Now, let me tell you something, yeah?
That's that gas.
You don't know already. There's one player. Let me show you who I'm talking about.
Let's see what he's got cooking, bro.
This guy kills me, man.
This player.
Hey, that's huge. That's huge gas right there.
Now listen, the reason why I brought that out is to let you guys know we haven't had a player bar him or Michael Carrick that gives us balance, that allows our defenders to have someone in front of them who's going to protect them just by positioning, being in the right place, making the right passes, allowing our wingers and forward players to have something to run onto.
Yeah.
Do you get me? And I think for a long time we've wanted someone like McTominay and Fred to do that. That's not their strong point. Eriksen is making that position look so easy. And for me, that's the mark of a great player because that position is the hardest in football, if you ask me, because you're essentially the one that's transitioning from defense to attack. Now, having him in our team, it cools down the whole game. Like, I remember when we was drawing 1-1 with Arsenal. Eriksen controlled that game for us because Arsenal was in the ascendancy. They looked more likely to score a goal, and having him, it's just such a beautiful thing. And look, we wanted De Jong, which I still feel like is a great player for us to have. But to have someone like Eriksen at that age, that experience, that know-how, it's raising everyone's profile. It's raising the way everyone's playing, from Bruno, from McTominay, from anyone who plays next to him. So I think for me, that's the signing of the season so far. Honorable mention to Lisandro Martinez, but without Eriksen, bro, our midfield will get run through.
It's facts. It's facts. The impact that he's made in our midfield. But only problem is it concerns me that the difference between Eriksen to like a Fred, and not only in the quality, the playing style too, worries me, bro. January, we need to go get another centre mid. Just in case Eriksen gets injured, because bro, like I can't imagine this team now without Eriksen. B team, first team, whatever. I feel like he needs to play regardless. So I'm kind of like getting a bit worried. But honestly, that is probably the best bit of business Man United have done in
years, bro. Because that's the thing, two of us, right? Like, not just the fact that we've signed an Eriksen, but on a free as well. You look at the business
on a free,
bro. That's crazy to me, bro. That's crazy. For me, though, I'm with you, Cam. I've been saying they need a midfielder first phase that can pick up the ball from his center backs. And Eriksen is doing a role that I think a lot of people didn't think he was going to be able to do, right? Especially in our group chat. You know that. People were saying, can he play as a number 8? No, he's a number 10. Serie A is different to the Prem. This guy's been playing as a central midfielder for the last few seasons, if you've been paying attention. But to be doing it for Man United, again, HP talks about McFred. They were probably being asked to play a role neither of them were comfortable in doing. That, like, you're putting square pegs into round holes. Like, it's just never going to work out. Christian Eriksen is showing that even at his age, and after, people keep forgetting, bro, what happened to him at the Euros, to come back and ball the way he's balling out right now. Hey, major credit, bro. I'm with you. Signing of the season so far.
Right. It takes a lot to be able to bounce back from what he bounced back from. But HB, I heard you touching on a few little, you said what your front three would be.
Yeah.
Are you in the boat? Because Liez is absolutely anti-Ronaldo in it. He'll drive him out of the club right now. Where do you sit on the Ronaldo situation? Like, do you think it's pointless having him as a super sub or whatever? Or what's your take on the Ronaldo situation, bro?
It's mad, because we're talking about the greatest finisher. We're talking about arguably the best ever player to ever play the game. So these words that I'm going to say, it's not to disrespect him, but if we are going to grow, Ronaldo being our leading man, for me, is going to bring everything back down. I know how it felt to watch the first 2 games of the season and see the way we are. And then when it changed and Ronaldo wasn't even the focal point of that team, it just felt like there was less pressure on the team. It felt like, you know, the team's going in that direction. And I think even Ronaldo will say himself, deep down, he knows, okay, cool, like, I need to step it up mad if I'm going to start in this team. And I think that's a credit to the boys, isn't it? To Rashford, to Sancho. And even though Martial only played like a half of the game, when he came on against,
it was a
great cameo. And it shows that if the way the team are, with those three, I still feel like that's our leading line for me personally. And we did it with Anthony. So I would put Sancho on the left or Rashford on the left, or either swap them and I'll put Martial up front. Because I want to see those three actually go for it, like in a team that's actually playing well, where they're getting service, where they're able to run in between and run in and do the things that they're good at. But Ronaldo, great player, but I just feel like in January we need a striker, big time.
Yeah, like somebody just put in the comment, Ivan Toney. Is that somebody that you look? Is that somebody you'll be looking at?
Look, I'm being dead serious, yeah. Ivan Toney, Tammy Abraham, these are the strikers, that people are laughing at.
Nah, I'm with you, HP. Bro, Talk on it.
Tammy's
Ivan, I'm here with him.
He's a finish. Look, put it this way, Tammy isn't as clinical as I'd say Haaland. Like one-on-one, done. But in this team, who's gonna run to the end of the game? It's Tammy. Tammy's gonna do that, and he's a finisher.
And his hold-up play, man. He runs the channels. He does everything for a striker.
He might not be aesthetically great to look at, and I think that's what sometimes people get lost in. But what's the job of a striker? Is to finish. He does that. And under a team where you're getting the right service, you get me. You know the players. He knows Sancho. He knows Rashford. He knows how to play with these players. That's someone who I would go for. Tony now, proven goal scorer, bro. And he's doing it in the league. If you can score 15 goals in a Premier League season, my hat goes off to you. And especially if you're not playing for the top 6 teams. So for me, I'm not oblivious that there's great strikers out there that are not name brand, but they do their job, bro. And I think them two players would excel at United, of course.
To be honest, like with the striker market anyway, to be fair, like if you're taking away like the top 5 names who are all at the big clubs already, you have to start looking at that level of
take a gamble,
or that profile. Let me not say level, that profile of striker, like the Tammys, the Osimhen, Taro, even bro, Mitrovic, bro, he's even cooking, bro.
I allow me, man, because if I show you my FPL, he's been my captain.
I'm telling you, man, bro.
Nah, he's cracked, bro. That's a cheat code this year.
Start looking. You know, we always say the game is moving towards systems. So it's about what player can fit into a system for that manager. And you can see so far with Ten Hag, everything that he wants right now has to be to his system. He was adamant on Lissandro because of his system. He was adamant on Malacia, Ericsson, even Anthony, where people might have question marks, we'll see. But he's adamant on these players. So I'm super keen to see what he wants in his strikers. Because if you look at his history, they've been big number 9s, bro. They've actually been big number 9s. So when I'm here saying like Mitrovic and stuff, and people are like, I'm like, bro, that's been his prototype, bro. So
Hala, look at Hala, bro. Like, fam, for me, like I'm someone who like I love to watch managers who like get the best out of players that are not considered name brand players or in leagues that are not considered the biggest leagues. But what the Ajax done in that Champions League run that they went on, for me, that woke me up to like how this man likes to play football. And we've seen already, like, we look better, even though we're not at the finished article, but I'm sure we're a few signings away. And I'd say realistically, next season, we should be ready to title challenge. And that
title challenge.
For me, the reason why I say that, we should. I'm not saying we will. I said we should, because we've got a good base right now for me to finish in the top 4. If everybody stays up and our players play to the best.
The league is weak too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
no, it's not weak, but I think everyone is around the same. Like Chelsea, I think are worse than people thought. Liverpool are worse.
Yeah. So it's like we need to take advantage of that. But my point is, Ten Hag's going to look at the situation and be like, okay, cool, we've got to January. These players ain't doing what they need to do. They'll be gone in by the summer. They'll already be looking in places that, you get me, we probably don't even know. So I'm very confident with Ten Hag, man. Very confident. More confident than I've been since Fergie's left us. That's for sure.
Bro, Ten Hag. The reason is because you feel like as I said, like you feel like he has a vision, like he has a plan. And so far, so good in terms of his signings. Like they've all kind of played well. They played well. Luke Shaw.
The thing is, Cam, he started off by building a base, and I always said this about Ollie. Whether you liked him or you hated him, there was never a foundation in place there that you could just build off and sign players to grow up on from that base. With Ten Hag, you already have the foundation there. Like you keep saying, you build off your defense, earn the right to play in games. You build off that foundation now and keep adding better and better players. Of course, the football is going to improve. So. Ten Hag, bro, he's done miracles on me. He's done miracles.
Guys, let us know in the comments, man. What are we saying about Ten Hag, man? What are we saying about this season as well? Because
ETH, invest in ETH.
I don't want to get carried away, but you're looking at the league, as Lee has said. Chelsea have Potter now, and not Potter's a good manager, but now they're gonna go for a little change. He has to. Can he adapt to this level? Look at these spam comments. There's a guys, I'm officially pregnant. But anyway, so.
Hey, blood, just quickly, I must have dropped a picture on the gram yesterday, and I just saw 30 comments. I looked at all of them. Blood, spam.
I saw.
Bro, it's crazy.
I saw.
They safe out here.
You've reached that level of
engagement,
I saw it. I was like, bro, bare comments in like 4 minutes. Yo, HP's popping right now. I see. All these spams. Like, oh my days, bro. But Lias, did you block that account? Yeah, you need to block.
I didn't even see it, bro. I haven't seen it yet.
Scroll up. But anyway, now I even forgot what I was even saying. I forgot. I said, yeah.
Talking about Ten Hag, Ten Heisenberg. That's what they're calling him, bro.
I don't even remember what I said. Damn, it slipped my mind. You know, what was I saying?
You was mentioning about what you guys think about Ten Hag. You don't want to get carried away.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I don't want to get carried away. But you're looking at Liverpool. Liverpool are going through kind of. We don't know what they're going to be yet. Do you know what I'm trying to say at the moment? Because they're looking for way off City, and the standard is meant to be them and City, right? So
they fell down to the rest, bro. They've fallen down to our level 100%.
Exactly. If they drop a little bit, now I'm not saying that we're better than them or anything, but if they drop a little bit, Chelsea drop a little bit, Spurs, okay, they're picking up points, but even if you speak to Spurs fans, they're looking at like, is our football that sustainable? They don't even know yet. They're not too sure. Arsenal, okay, they're doing their thing, but what do? We went and beat Arsenal. So realistically, I've always said all it takes is 5 wins in a row, and your whole season looks different. We went from 20th to 5th because we won 4 games in a row. So it's just literally momentum, and as we said, brick by brick. And honestly, bro, like we should be trying to look for at least the top 4, bro. At least the top 4, because you can't hand on heart anymore say Chelsea are better than Man United, in my opinion.
I came into the season, Cam, I came into the season, I predicted United to finish 6th before a ball was kicked, because I looked at Arsenal and I thought the progress they've made over the last few years, and they probably had one of the best windows in Europe. I thought they were going to be in the top 4. Spurs under Conte, they're just a little more advanced than us. Liverpool, I figured were a surefire bet. Chelsea, I actually had finished 5th. But you look now, 8 games into the season, and like you're correctly saying, bar City, and we can even talk about City, right? They're not lighting the world on fire at the moment either. They have possibly the best striker on the planet right now, scoring goals at a crazy rate. No, but we're talking about where everyone is in the league right now. I don't think any team has really looked stellar, like above and beyond anyone else after 8 games in the season. That's not to say United's going to finish over City, over Arsenal, but they should be in and around those 5 teams you mentioned, or those 4 teams: Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool. I don't think any of them are miles better than they were the last few seasons.
No. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, and you look at somebody said we still need to see how we play against low blocks and stuff, and I agree with that. Like we do need to see how we play, but then as HB said, that's when you want that lineup in a way of like the Martial, Rash, and Sancho, because I feel like them man can probably break it down best for us in terms of interplay, and you got the running in beyond of Rashford if we need it. But not only that, right? The actual performances, yes, people are going to say, oh, some people have been trying to say it's like Oli style or whatever, but the most important thing is about, as we were saying earlier, Lias, it's about we've become a unit. We now know what our starting 11 is. Thanks. When was the last time we could say we know what our starting 11 is?
Never, bro.
Bro, we don't. We really don't know, bro. But now I feel like we can say our starting 11 is Ten Hag has come in, he's laid down the gauntlet on Maguire, on Shaw, on Fred, on Cristiano. Bro, that is exactly what you need. And I was saying, like, to get in control of a football club,
you got to make big decisions
and get it right, bro. You know, when you make big decisions and get it wrong, yo, he's got it right so far. So, bro, I'm positive. I'm not gonna lie, I'm positive. But when I touched on the City one, you got a bit excited, HP.
Yeah, do you know what it is with me with City? Yeah, like, all right, cool. We've beat Liverpool, we beat Arsenal, and for me, those are games. Again, I'm saying from last season, I thought we would have lost those games. In it, the momentum of the team was so down, and all the United fans that's in this chat right now, yeah, you can see that like the belief system was so low. Like it was probably the lowest it's ever been. Every game was an inshallah game. It wasn't even a gara. It was more God help us. Like we can win this. And man celebrating wins because we don't know when our next win is gonna be. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For City, I think like you guys were alluding to, nobody has hit the ground running. I can't see any team has been like, okay, cool. Yeah, this game we're definitely gonna lose. I think the difference between us is that they've got Haaland, if I'm being honest. Haaland is a game changer. Haaland scores in the first 5 minutes of the game. The game belongs to them and we're chasing. So for me, I just want to see Ten Hag. I know he understands how important this game is for us this season. We lose this game, we basically said, okay, cool. We're just top 4. We're trying to get into top 4. Not top 2 or top 3 or anything like that. So for me, we win this game, somebody block me on Twitter. Somebody take my Twitter handle away from me because I'm going to be unbearable.
I'm telling you now, if Man United beat Man City after beating Liverpool and Arsenal in a 5-game winning run, we beat them 3. Forget about it, bro. Listen,
we all have to go brazy. I don't care. Clip this if you want. We have to collectively celebrate because when the support, see when the players see how mad we're going, just think of it, bro. Like, and for me, I just think as fans, yeah, this ain't even a plea. This is just facts. Of course, we need to speak how we feel, yeah. But right now, we've got a good bunch. Let's not make it rotten, bro. Yeah, let's not make it rotten. The players that we was getting onto, they deserve to leave. Let's be honest, innit? Like they deserve to leave. They needed to dip. These players, they get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the Etihad. That's how real it is.
You going to the Etihad, yeah?
I'm there. I've hit up somebody that said, yo, get me in there. Because come on.
Bro, you're going to be recognized, bro. You're going to be recognized.
Yeah, full valley and glasses. Full valley and glasses. Unknown T.
Bro, it's gonna be mad, man. But I'm looking forward to it, man. Honestly, I'm looking forward to it. Rival fans, look at Grizz in the comments. Why is Grizz here? Rival
Grizz
fans,
hype.
You know what I mean? They want to come. They want to speak.
The stove is burning at home, brother.
Right.
Focus,
bro.
Focus.
Why can't we be happy, fam? Like, why not, bro? 4 wins in a row. Obviously, got this nice little. Okay, we lost to Solskjaer, but got this nice little win against Sheriff, and we move international break. Hopefully, no injuries. Oh, and we move. We'll talk soon, innit?
This is what it is. This is what it is, bro. You know that guy in school, yeah, that was so bad, yeah, but he would get all the girls. He would do the mad thing and never get arrested. You think, why doesn't this man get arrested? You know what I'm saying? And they thought, yeah, that our term was going to be long. They thought we was doing life. But no, we got home, IPP, you done know, and now we're living. Now, we ain't got the Range Rover, but we got the little, you get me, we got the BMW truck.
Little thing still, yeah.
We're building, bro. We're out. You get me? So
that's what I'm saying. Brick upon brick, man. It's a brick upon brick situation.
I'm gonna give some exclusive information here. God strike me down if I'm lying, yeah.
HB.
So when I interviewed Dalot, Bruno, Tom Heaton, and David De Gea, yeah, the first person that came through was Diego Dalot, innit? And the reason why I call him Diego is because I kept laughing. I didn't know his name properly, innit? And ever since I called him Diego. So he said to me, he goes, like, we're very privileged as players because of the money that we get paid, innit? And he goes, the worst thing is to be on a pitch, yeah, and know you're getting paid this money and people are shouting at you, knowing that, like, I'm getting paid all this money and I'm not even performing properly. He goes, the players that are going to start this next season, and bear in mind, this was way before the season started. This is like just after the season. They hadn't even done pre-season yet. It's like, we have a chance here to be remembered as the players that brought Man United back.
Man said the redeem team, you know.
Because if you look at it like this in reality, and why I said that this guy, and this is probably why he's been playing so well. If you look at like Man United, yeah, from 1992, class of 92, yeah, those players are remembered because they was the fabric of what became 1999 and what became 2008 and so on and so forth, yeah. But players that have come in between that who have joined and won Premier Leagues, you don't remember them because it's already been built. It's been a long time since we've been that team now, isn't it? So this is what I'm saying. These players could genuinely become new legends if they are able to see what opportunity they have in it. And there's a few players that you can see have that in them. Dalot, every time he clears the ball, he's doing this now. He's doing a fist bump. You know what I'm saying? Lissandro, they call him the butcher for a reason. And Malacio needs to prove himself. So that back line for me, I trust them all that back four. So now,
HP, when's the last time you trusted a United backline like now?
The last time I did that, my hair was hair, bro. I was a kid. It was hair. You know what I'm saying? So that should show you long time. Yeah. Boot cuts was allowed, bro.
There was no British in real time.
There was no Bluetooth. Man was infrareding. That's the
infrared,
last time.
you know.
Bro,
listen, it's pure facts. What you're saying is facts. And look, there's some people are hungry, man. We ain't had guys that I feel like want to fight. You know what I mean? In a long time. And when you look at this team, as you mentioned, Lissandro, Dalot, Malacia, they want to fight, bro. And that's what's the most important thing. And this is what I said. Look, HP might have started a new one right now, but he
Redeem team is crazy.
I'm saying the Redeem team. What are you saying?
No, that's not me. By the way,
the Redeem team
is the most funniest man that I follow on Twitter. I'm hands down. So if we're calling it the Redeem team, it starts from here.
You gassed him too crazy. He's gonna go to the moon with this shit, bro.
The Redeem team. Wait, I'm getting behind that one still. I'm getting behind that one. Redeem team, bro.
The Redeem
team. That's how I'm gonna listen, guys. Look, HP, bro, love for jumping in, man. Listen, that was a last minute thing. Appreciate that, bro. When you're free, let me know, man. Me and you text about United anyway, bro. So when you're free,
you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm actually gonna do? And this is live. I'm actually inviting Cams to the next Man United game I'll go to. So it's either going to be the Leeds game, but we're going to document it. We'll do the whole journey, man. Do HP stuff.
You got a ticket, bro? you got a
Who's my man? Who's my man?
Whose man's is this?
Hey, let me know.
Nah, do you know what? I got you. My man word, but Cam, that's Gara. We're going to the next Man United.
Come on, my brother. Love my bro. Come on, we'll get that sorted, man. Hey, HP, love for jumping on. You know, it goes. Everybody like, share, subscribe. Make sure you turn the notifications on for this content. You know, we're gonna be back when we go and watch the top 5 videos. Well, I did my top 5 strikers in Premier League history. Actually, HP, tell me yours. Actually, your top 5 strikers
in Premier League history.
Yeah, I did a video on it. Who's your top 5 strikers in Premier League history?
Thierry Henry.
In order. One.
Not in order. I can't do it in order. It's mad.
You got 4 more to do, bro.
If I'm going to do it in order, this is my personal favorite. Yeah. Ruud van Nistelrooy is number 5. That's my personal. Luis Suarez. Wow.
It's tough, bro.
Sergio.
No, Sergio's top 2.
Win.
Thierry Henry's number 1. It has to be Wazza. So I'm going to go. But I was going to think Wazza or Aguero. But anyway, yeah. So number one, Thierry Henry. Number 2, Sergio Aguero. Number 3, Wazza. Number 4, Luis Suarez. And number 5, Ruud van Nistelrooy for me.
That's a bit different to what you had, bro.
Fair enough. No, my one was number 1 because I'm just taking it into all accumulation. But remember, he said it's his personal. Yeah. I mean, it feels like who I like, as in
you
like
got Ruud 1.
It'll change. I thought Van Nistelrooy number 1. You know, I love that. But mine actually, in accumulation to everything, is Henry 1. For me, is the best player in the Premier League in general. Then I got Rooney 2. Then I got Aguero 3. I had to put in Alan Shearer due to having I had to. And then I've got Harry Kane number 5 now, man. I think Harry Kane deserves it. I know he ain't got a Prem, but people will say Gerrard's the GOAT midfielder with no Prem, but Harry Kane can't be recognized. Man, so anyway, but I think Harry Kane's got to go in there now, man, for just the sheer accumulation of numbers, man. His numbers are just too crazy. But that's mine, guys. Listen, go and watch the video for my full explanation on it. Thanks. Anyway, Leah's got any last things to say?
Hey, man, thank you guys for making this stream interesting. I can't lie. Me and Cam were kind of dreading this, bro. Boring Sheriff 2-0 win, but nah, it's been a good one, bro, honestly.
Come on, bro. Hey, HP, we'll talk, people.
Say no more, man. I'm going to leave now, but Cams, I'll hit you up anyway.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah, nice to meet you, bro.
Love. Guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. It's 8:20. Go and eat dinner now, man. Go and eat dinner. Go and enjoy life. QDL in the building. Come on, shout out QDL.
Hold on.
Gonna get QDL up in here as well, man. Trust me. If anyone remembers my content, you guys will know about QDL. QDL will be showing face at some point this season. Let me tell you that. Guys, love for jumping in. We see a lot of the same faces in here as well. Share to your brethren. Share to your group chats. This is a community now. Make sure you subscribe. We're out.
Let me end this.